effect for our area. Sunny and hot today. Highs 97. Heat index values make it feel like 104. For tonight, increasing clouds, chance of showers and thunderstorms, low around 73. For Friday, sunshine, highs 87. Friday night, partly cloudy, 68. Saturday, mostly sunny, highs 84. Saturday night, showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, lows near 67. Sunshine for Sunday, highs near 83. For KTUI, I'm Chris Cunningham.
KTUI time is 10:05, and the current temperature is 84 degrees. I'm Sam Scott for KTUI.
AM 94.1 FM, and a special airing, I think, this morning on YouTube, KTUI. If you want to listen to us on YouTube, go to KTUI and plug us in on YouTube. Gracie, it's good to have you here this morning.
Good to be here. Always an exciting week in Gasconade County.
It's, I remember you several years being right here at this particular time and at this particular place, and here we are back again.
That's right. I don't have quite the responsibility here as I used to, showing us here, but it's still fun.
Well, it's always good to be at the Gasconade County Fair. This is actually the 74th annual Gasconade County Fair. Started yesterday. We actually, the White Mule Winery, fed people last night in a sandwich stand, and we had a good full house here at the fair, a good turnout, and we had a lot of good volunteers from the White Mule Winery that come and fried hamburgers and made hot dogs, and what else they have, Grace? Just a whole variety of food.
Yep.
Yeah, full pork. So it looks like we're off to a good start. Of course, last year things were closed down because of COVID. But things are back in full swing here, and we are thankful, for that. So a little overview on what's going on here this week. A full event of things. Last night, of course, was the Queen contest and Little Mr. and Miss, and we're going to be interviewing the Queen here sometime this morning. Going to stop by. We're also going to have some people from the Fair Board. We had a whole bunch of kids lined up here that we're going to talk about their fair projects here in the next upcoming hour or two. I think we may go for a while longer this morning. But yesterday the carnival was open, and it's always a big thing for the kids. I know the food stands right up by the carnival, and there were lines everywhere. Kids glad to get back to do that. And then down below they had a professional rodeo, and that went over very, very big. This morning here, you'll be able to hear in the background, they're showing bucket calves. Grace, did you show a bucket calf?
I did.
You do well with it? You did well with it? Of course you did. No question. And down below in the swine barn, they have things going on there too. They have judging of the swine and quite a bunch of hogs, going on. And then the exhibit halls will be open here today. The dairy cattle show is also going to be today. And the carnival is there. Tonight used to be the traditional start of the Gasconade County Fair. Now they started on Wednesday, but the fair parade is coming up at this evening. It says 7 o'clock here, but is that later than normal? It is later than normal. I thought it was always 5, but they're saying in the book here that it's 7. And
Steer show this evening also.
No, it is 5:30. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Misread that, Grace. I forgot my glasses this morning. But, and then the Derby is also tonight, and then I Am They. I think they're a Christian group here that's going to be coming up at 8:30 tonight. And then Friday, a whole list of things. Headlining tomorrow night, main stage, is the Roots and Boots Tour. You know anything about those, Grace? Yes.
Not too much, but I know it's Sammy Kershaw, Aaron Tippin, and
Oh, is that who it is?
Yep. And there's one more. Can't remember who it is, but I know Mom wants to come watch, so you better bring her up here.
Well, they got the tractor pull down below, and they got a band down below, and they also got the farm show, below, and then Saturday, car show up here, and the exhibit halls, of course, to be open. They got annual cook-off, cornhole tournament, the kids nickel scramble, tractor pull, the big pull down at the lower field, and then Craig Morgan is going to be on the main stage. So quite a lineup here that people have put together, the fair board has put together for bigger and better fair this year. And like we talked about, it is good that people are here and enjoying themselves again. So it's all good news. So I think we have a guest here lined up, ready to talk about his project down below. Mr. Kelling, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? And
my name is Chance Kelling, and I have a market steer here at the fair. And I think our show is tomorrow evening at 7.
Tomorrow evening at 7, and the sale will be Saturday.
Saturday at 3.
At 3, and KTUI will be covering that sale also, and we always hope for good weather, correct? During that, and a cool day, but it's all good. So this isn't new for you.
No, I've done this
how many have you showed now?
It's been quite a long time, actually.
Quite a long time,
Yeah.
Chance?
I don't even remember however many steers I've showed. But next year is going to be my last year.
Next year's your last year?
Yep,
So you're in Herman High School, and you're what?
I was a junior, but I'm going to be a senior next year.
So you're not going to go on after to the fair in regard to showing. I mean, you can show a couple of years after you get out of high school, but you're not planning to.
Hopefully, be busy with other things.
Yeah, exactly. So how has this experience been for you, Chance? I mean, has it been a growing opportunity for you to learn something? And
I've learned quite a bit from it. Just how to present yourself, go about things.
Exactly, and the skill set in regard to taking care of these animals. Of course, you really have grown up on a working farm that your family still farms full time.
Yep.
And have for several generations here.
Yeah.
Are you going to pursue that as you get out of school?
Hopefully I can pursue that. Yeah.
It's quite a commitment to do that.
Yeah.
You farm on the river, and you do a lot of crops, but you also do a lot of cattle.
Yep.
I used to do business with your grandpa and your dad. You were in the hog business, but do you run any pigs at all anymore?
We don't have any pigs. Whenever I was a baby, we got rid of all of our pigs.
Yeah, that's and things have changed there. I mean, things have changed a lot in the hog industry, and there will continue to be change in agriculture. There's no question. The technology that is here today is pretty tremendous, isn't it?
I know. A couple of weeks ago, I got to go see a drone flying on fungicide on the cornfields.
Isn't that something?
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that be a good way to check cows, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how you're going to get in the woods sometimes.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
Understand that. You'll have to probably do the same thing we do on the four-wheeler. Is sometimes you don't go in the deepest woods. You don't want the cows way in there anyway. So, but I understand. But yeah, technology has come a long way, and the things here at the fair are for the most part pretty much like they have been, for the last 30, 40 years here. I mean, you got to pick out the right steer, correct?
Yeah, you got to pick out a steer that you think is going to do good. I think I did that this year. I think I got.
Did you really?
My ending weight was 1,570.
Oh my goodness! So, absolutely, yeah, that's a big calf.
Oh yeah,
you know,
for sure.
That's a huge calf. So, you know, they've.
But I really enjoyed coming to the fair here. I mean, it's something that I've done since I was really little. And my older sister, she had steers. Ever since I remember, I was at the fair.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that's and you make great memories, and you always look to get back and sharpen the saw with some of those friends that you only get to see sometimes. You know, at the Gascony County Fair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have friends that I don't see a whole lot, but I get to see them here. Because it's kind of hard where we are, you know. I'm on the southern part of the school district, and not many of the kids in my school show at us fair. They show at Montgomery or something. But a lot of my friends go up to Montgomery.
They all what?
They all go to Montgomery fair.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And you know, I heard some stories about the Montgomery. They had a steer bring a lot of money up there.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard $11 a pound. I'm not
That's
sure.
what I've heard too. And I don't know exactly what the circumstances are, but you know, a lot of times that's just for a benefit of some kind or whatever. And that's a good pile of money. And
usually business owners kind of buy the steer just to, you know, donate to the cause. And
you know, as you know, I've participated in for the past 40 years, you know what I'm saying, in the sale and things that have been here, and always enjoyed doing that. And you know, my kids have benefited greatly from it. It helped with all of their college tremendously.
So
it's just the right thing to do, and it gives you know, some dirt on your boots, so to speak. You know,
hopefully someday I can do the same for some kids.
And I guarantee you probably will. There's no question about it at all.
I think it's very generous that do this.
Yeah, it is awesome. And so, what are you expecting the sale to do this year? You got any idea? You think things are going to go well?
I mean, I can't say what I think it's going to go. I really don't know.
No, nobody really does. But I think the community will be there to support. You know, you know, the sale as they always are, and you know, it's not only about that either. You know, you get the rewards of learning and the experience and the responsibility that all goes with.
You also get to have the benefit of your hard work, and I think that's a very, very valuable lesson of having your benefit for hard work.
Exactly. And you're looking at here, a lot of these parents that are here, I remember them starting out right here with the show calves and showing them. And
I know quite a few of these people in here.
It kind of graduates from there, don't it?
Yep. I remember when I was little, I started out with bucking calves.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Well, Chance, good luck to you. You got big plans after high school?
Hopefully going to college.
Where are you headed? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet, but thinking about going for precision ag, maybe.
That'd be awesome.
Hopefully.
That'd be awesome. I mean, that's the future, and you can use that in a lot of different.
Hopefully, I can take it back to my operation. And
exactly.
My operation.
Exactly. You know, you'll be able to farm from the computer soon.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you can do a lot of it already.
You can do quite a bit on it.
You can do a lot of it together. I had pastors sprayed this week, and you know, I mean, the GPS has been around a long time.
Oh yeah.
But it's pretty amazing what they all do and how those machines work, and they turn on and off automatically. You know,
steer on
just go and whatever. So, hey, good to visit with you. Always tell your family, and I'll be seeing them here. But tell them hello, and good luck in the future to you. And good luck on your 1,500-pound steer. That's going to make some big old ribeyes.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to eat some.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right,
Chance,
Charlie.
Good to have you. Good to have you. So, Chance is as a pro at what he does here. There's no question he's been here several different times, and you know, that's you can tell the experience and the confidence that he has gained during the years doing this project, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, Lily?
Yeah.
So, tell us about. First of all, tell the audience your name and how many years you've shown.
My name is Lily Sample. I've shown for 3 years.
And you've enjoyed it.
Yes.
And it's a good experience, right?
Yeah, definitely a big learning experience.
How many? Now, is this the second steer you've shown?
This is my
Or third?
This is my 4th steer I've shown, but this is my first ever time showing heifer this year.
Oh, okay. So that's going to be a totally different experience. The heifers you'll be able to take back home.
Yes.
And put in your breeding herd, you know, and you know that I know a little bit about your breeding herd because my nephew Martin is your father, and you know, you guys run some black cows, you know.
Yep.
But you probably got some other cattle too, right?
Uh-huh.
Are they all black or are they all
No,
crossed?
we have mostly crossed, but we have some full-bred Angus, and we have some semis and some red.
So do you like the farm as a whole? I know that you guys moved to a farm about, 4 years ago or so, 3-4 years ago, and kind of your first exposure to full-time living on the farm. Are you enjoying it there?
Yeah, it's definitely a big difference.
It's
having a lot more work.
It is a lot more work, yeah, because you've got of course your steer and your heifer, which are your priorities. Take us through a little daily routine of what you have to do for these calves.
So when I wake up, I go out and feed them. Right when I wake up, and I'll make sure they have water, and then like midday I'll wash them, and then after I wash them, I'll feed them again. And then like I have to mess with them, give them hay, make sure they always have water.
And then you gotta groom them as you wash them and get them ready.
Brush them and.
They really like this time of the year. They really like getting a bath.
Oh yeah.
I do too. You know, sometimes I take 2 or 3 showers a day.
Uh-huh. My cows love getting washed. They love getting brushed
and it really makes them tame, and it really kind of builds a bond between you and that calf, don't it?
Yeah, my heifer Ellie Mae, she.
Ellie Mae.
Yeah.
That you know who the hell that is, Ellie Mae.
Yeah, that's my heifer's name. And
that's my granddaughter's name too.
Yeah, I named her before.
I understand that. I do, Lil.
So me and her created such a good bond at the preview show I came, and when you make a good bond, the cows like to lick on you, and they love they love touching you. So my heifer, she would just keep licking me when I was walking her in the ring. She would just try to take my comb out of my pocket. She just likes licking people a lot.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about like a heifer, because she can be your foundation of the herd. When you take her back, you can breed her. You know, she can produce steers for you to take to the fair down the road, and it kind of puts you right in the heart of agriculture, don't it?
It does.
Is that something that you've thought about when you get bigger, what you want to do?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking I either want to I want to definitely do agriculture.
Do you really? That's awesome.
And I also want to be a large animal vet.
Really?
Yeah, definitely a large animal.
That sounds like you've got your future planned, and that's absolutely fantastic. So, when is the heifer show coming up? Do you know?
It's on Friday.
Okay.
But I don't know what times we show yet.
Now, is this a registered calf, or that it is a registered Angus?
I think she's a crossbred.
Okay, crossbred. Okay. So they got different classes that they fit in there. Some of them, might be Angus, some Charolais, and then they got the crossbred.
Yeah, she's a crossbred.
And that's the crossbred, performed in a lot of different conditions too, don't it?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they are, they're good. Well, what's the most fun thing you do at the fair, Lil?
Mostly, I love showing cows and hanging out with my friends. just the whole experience was so fun.
That's awesome. Well, it's good to talk with you always, okay? And good luck on your sale.
Thanks.
And it's always good to see you.
Yeah.
And give your dad a hug for me, will you?
Okay, I will.
All right. Thank you very much. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good to have you. You want to tell the audience who you are and what you're doing, what you're showing?
I show a little baby, like not newborn, but Angus.
Oh, the Angus?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pull that mic up a little bit. There you go. Speak a little bit further into it. That'd be good.
And
So you show Angus?
yeah.
Okay. Does your family raise Angus?
Yeah, we have some Angus.
You have some Angus? So how many years have you did this?
About
A couple of years?
7 years.
Really? So what was your name again? I missed that.
Garrett Baxter.
Garrett Baxter.
Garrett.
Jared Baxter. Well, it's good to have you, and I like your shirt. Pretty cool. That looks awesome. No question. So, tell me a little bit about your project and how do you take care of it?
So I feed her bottle twice a day, morning and evening, and I give her, like the coffee cans.
Yep.
I give her one of those each night, and I give her water each night. And
yeah. So water is extremely important, Garrett, at this time. It always is, but they drink and consume. You consume a lot more water, don't you? And animals, it's a critical part of taking care of them in hot weather, isn't it? Do you wash it at all?
Yeah.
You wash it and groom it and take care of it, and that's a big part of it. Are you going to keep the calf?
Yeah.
Are you going to finish it out or keep it? Is it a steer or a heifer?
Heifer.
It's a heifer. So you're going to make a cow out of it, maybe? Things go right.
Yeah.
Where'd you acquire the calf? Did you raise it?
No, we bought it.
You got it. Okay. Okay. So most of the time, an awful lot of the time, bucket calves, a lot of times they come from a dairy, but sometimes, on the beef herd, mama just doesn't milk quite right, or maybe she had birthing difficulties. So a lot of times they're orphans, in other words, ain't it? So on a bucket calf situation, you really have to, take care of that calf and kind of be its mother and its father and teach it a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
But they do like to eat, don't they? Well, once in fact they,
My calf loves to eat grains.
It loves to eat. Well, I do too, believe that or not, but I love to eat. But you get that bottle, they'll follow you about everywhere, won't they? Well, good luck with your calf, and you're a sharp dressed guy, and you look great, and have a good time at the fair, and it's not all work. You get to go and play a little bit too, won't you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to have you. And what you do? Sit down. So I'm Charlie, and I know this much about you, that you have a twin sister.
I do have a twin sister.
So tell us about that a little bit, because Gracie was just telling me that the two Hendrick girls are identical twins.
Yes.
You're the queen.
I am.
And your sister is first runner-up?
Second runner-up.
So you guys wouldn't switch on us or nothing?
We'll try not to. If I get too tired or she gets too tired, we might have to take turns.
Well, have you been in the pageant before?
No, I actually have never ran for queen before. I did, obviously, Little Miss when I was little, but I did not. I was too shy. I was too shy.
Did you enjoy the process?
Yeah, it was really fun. The girls were really fun, and we did a lot together. So we got really close, all of the girls that ran.
That happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that's the good part of it. And you can reign as long as you want to in Gasconade County.
Yeah.
If you're the fair queen.
I know, right?
Exactly. So, what year in school are you?
I'm going to be a senior this year.
Going to be a senior this year?
Yep, last one.
Yes. You looking forward to it?
I am. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah. Are you going to go to college?
I am. I plan on going to College of the Ozarks in like Point Lookout up by Branson.
Yes. And majoring in?
Accounting and business administration.
Well, that's an awesome school. There's no question, and it's a great area, and you know that you've got a nice award to take with you, and I'm sure you've been active in school all along here.
Yeah.
Also, so
lots.
You like numbers.
I do. I like numbers.
And that's impressive because the way that things are today and in business. I was just talking to my kids about it, and have experienced a lot of different things. But with the data being as it is, it's all about the numbers today for the very most part. I mean, you've got to be able to understand those and have a goal with them and where you're headed with those, and let them help you make decisions. It's not only about, God, I'd like to do this.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was for me, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, you have to, you gotta obey the numbers.
Yes, for sure.
No question. So, how many contestants was there last night?
9. There's 9 of them.
Wow, 9. That's awesome. And a lot of times there's some from Owensville area, which you are, and there's some from Herman area.
Yes, our first runner-up is from Herman.
Was she? Awesome. Awesome. So. You get to meet her and talk with her a lot.
Yes, we've gotten really close.
That's awesome. And you'll carry that forever.
Yes.
So, what was your talent?
I do speech.
Really?
Yes.
And what'd you write a speech on?
Getting out of your comfort zone. I got in an accident earlier this year, a car accident, and I got taken into surgery, which is not expected. I broke my back. I fractured my foot. I was all kinds of hurt, and I was like so devastated that I couldn't play in my basketball season, and I was worried I wasn't going to get to play in like my last summer leagues for basketball and volleyball, or even my volleyball season coming up. So I just knew I was going to have to push myself out of my comfort zone because nothing in the healing process was going to be easy. So
that is out of your comfort zone, and it's a growing experience, hasn't it?
Yes, for sure.
And that's
eye-opening.
It is. There's no question about it. But you've obviously recovered 110%.
Yes. I think I'm better than I was before. Honestly, you put so much work in, you try harder than you had before, and I feel better than I did before. Honestly.
That's amazing, and that's making lemonade out of lemons, so to speak.
For sure, yeah.
And it will that will stay with you forever. Those experiences and what you did. So was this a personal kind of a situation that you described in your talk?
Yes. It was definitely just about how after surgery, getting up and walking, it felt like something I'd never even done before when I've been doing it all my life, and going to the gym and not being able to lift half as much as I could before, and then just being so out of shape, not being able to run but for maybe like 1/10 of a mile without getting tired. It was just something I had to get used to and push myself so I could get back to where I was before.
So when you reach back and reach in, you know what I'm saying, to do that, it kind of gives you an idea what you're made of.
Yes,
and,
for sure.
It's going to carry well with you.
Yes.
So here at the fair, you have a lot of different functions, correct?
Yes, lots.
And part of them are here with you today. So you come on up. Come on up and visit with you. I'm Charlie. What's your name?
Jet.
Jess?
Jet.
Jet, and what's your name? Okay, this is little Mr. and Mrs. Gasconade County. So where are you from? What town? Owensville. And where are you from?
I'm in Owensville.
So you're both from Owensville. Do you guys date or anything? No, I'm just...
They just
No.
had an ice cream date just a little bit ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the morning, strawberry ice cream.
So you guys are royalty, you know? You guys, all of you, you know, are a part of Gasconade County's heritage and our history. And, you know, whatever you do in life, you'll always be, these will be special things for you to remember. What did you do for your talent last night?
I said I wanted to hug my family.
You wanted to help your... Wow, that's
you said
awesome.
You wanted to hug your family?
Oh.
Hug them?
Yeah.
Well, that's... Totally understand that. Wait, what did you do for your talent?
I did my job.
Oh, can you say one? Can you tell us one?
I did it for a cat and
What? Oh my
My
gosh.
goodness gracious.
I'll tell you. Why do bears have no teeth?
Why?
Because he's a gummy bear.
You use your... You guys are, you know. Those are great. Well, you're going to enjoy the fair, and I bet you get some free ice cream, don't you, or something for doing this? Or somebody buy you a soda, anything?
They give you guys fair tickets in your little prize bags?
Yeah, and no one opened the rides yet.
Oh, of course they haven't opened the rides, but you know what? They will, you know, and I'll promise you, you'll get the ride.
And they will open the rides when it's nighttime.
Yeah, when it's nighttime, they open them up.
How old are you?
4. No. 5.
Okay, well, you know, that changes. You're 4? You're 4 and you're 5. Well, you know, every year you got to remember another number, you know, and that's pretty awesome. So today, you know, it's all about wearing your crowns, right, and going around. Have they give you a ride in any of the ATVs or anything, and shuttled you around a little bit?
We're going to ride in the parade later today.
Oh, you're going to ride in the parade, you know, and then you got that wave down, right?
And I ride a little tracker ride, those little trackers. Me too.
Yep. Little trackers.
Well, are you all riding together?
I think. Are you guys riding with me? Yep. Yep. That's what I thought.
Well,
Yep, we're all riding
you guys,
together.
I look forward to seeing you guys there. Okay. And thanks for being Mr. Gasconade County, and thanks for being Little Miss Gasconade County. Okay. And enjoy the fair, and we will talk with you again. Someday you may be able to grow up and be Gasconade County Fair Queen.
Wait, you're going to talk at night?
Am I going to talk you out nice?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk nice about you, exactly. I hope to, yeah, exactly, because I think you are nice, you know. What does your shirt say here? When Mom was my age, Pluto was a planet? Is that
Shirt don't say.
Miss Gasconade County?
Yep.
Well, it's good to talk with you, and enjoy the day.
What's this say?
Mr. Gasconade County.
Can you tell them thank you for letting you guys talk?
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you guys.
Thank
Well, you can kind of tell how they won,
Yes,
because they have
very
charming
positive.
personalities,
Yes, awesome.
and
It's gonna be fun this week.
you know, it is fun, and they're having the time of your life, and I hope you are too.
I am.
So are you going to be full sports activity, you know?
I am. I get to go into my volleyball season with no restrictions. It'll actually just end I have to go because of my back injury. I had a 6-month period where I couldn't do anything super jarring to my back. So I actually did get to play this summer. So that was fun, but I will be completely cleared to play volleyball.
Miss Hendricks, you're delightful. You have a wonderful future ahead of you, it makes me proud to be a Gasconade County to see youth like you,
Thank you.
doing what you're doing, and keep up the good work. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
And that's about the best you can do.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
God bless you.
You too.
Okay, so there we had, little Mr. and Miss Gasconade County, and our fair queen, Mrs. Hendricks, and what an inspiring youth that we talk with here. So I think we've got some other people here that are going to talk about their projects. Who you got lined up, Grace? Sit down, ladies, or, can you share a chair?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about yourself and what you're doing and and who you are.
I'm Grace Engelbrecht, and I'm a member of the Owensville FFA, and I've been showing cattle since I was 8 years old.
My God, Grace. And your name?
I'm Sophia Steinbeck. I've only been showing it 2 years. This is my 2nd year.
It's your 2nd year?
Yes.
So you guys been friends a long time?
We met a while back, but then we just became best friends about 2 years ago.
Engelbrecht and Steinbeck.
Yep.
So I bet I know some of your family, don't I?
Most likely.
Are you from New Haven, Stony Hill area?
Bay.
Bay and Stony Hill. Awesome. So that, how long have you shown, Grace, you say?
Since I was 8 years old.
Wow. So what are you showing now?
So tonight I'll be showing my Sim Angus steer named Freddie that weighed 828 on first weigh and then 1450 just a while ago.
He's doing good, isn't
Yep, he's big and fat.
he? That's the way we like him around, they make the best eating.
Yep.
They're good. So a semi-Angus steer. Do you all raise cattle at home? Or?
Yes, we've been raising Simmental cattle my whole life, and then so we actually got our farm from my grandparents, and ever since then we just carried on the family tradition and kept raising and doing show stock, and it's what we love to do, so we keep doing it.
Did your family, were they in the Hereford business years ago?
No, I don't. Our neighbor was a big Hereford farmer.
Okay.
But then we would have Herefords to get more color on the cattle because they sold for better prices to get that white face on them.
Sure, and that's those crossbred cattle, as you know, they just have better heterosis.
Yep.
They do better. They're in a lot of different conditions, and they're awesome. So this is your 2nd year.
Yes.
And what's your steer's name?
My steer's name's Wayne.
Wayne? How come Wayne? Is that your boyfriend?
No.
That would be not good, would it?
It was just the only thing that popped in my
Taking
head.
Wayne to the show.
Yeah, it was last minute naming, kind of just something I pulled together just a couple days ago.
So have you enjoyed the process thus far?
Well, I enjoyed it, yeah, let me a little stretched, just it's been tough, because he was very crazy at the beginning and this year, and he's calmed down a lot, but it's a lot to do, lots of work there.
It takes a lot of work, doesn't it, to really get those cattle where they trust you as much as you trust them, and
it goes both ways.
Yeah.
If you don't trust them, they're not going to trust you.
And some cattle are just totally different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it can be out of the same herd or whatever, but sometimes we've got some that just almost impossible to get calmed down and
that would be this one that I have now. It took a lot, and he's still a little jittery, but he's doing really good.
Doesn't it? When the kids used to show, though, when you start washing them and bathing them, that helps a lot, doesn't it?
It cools them down a lot. It just kind of like when they get all hot, they cools them down and gets them good.
So, do you live on a farm also then, full time?
Yeah, I live out in Bland.
Out in Bland?
Yes, on the highway.
Okay.
Small little area over there.
So, what year are you in school?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. So you you play any other sports? Or
Yeah, I'm in softball.
you like it?
Yeah, it gets really hot in the summer, but yeah, it's good. I like it a lot.
What position do you play?
I'm outfield, and sometimes I'll move in just to any kind of thing if the coach needs me to be in there, but mostly outfield.
So are you about done with the softball season here now?
Actually, we just are about to start. We've been
Oh yeah, in the fall. Okay, yeah.
We're doing a summer league, but we're just about to start in a couple weeks.
Okay. So what are your other interests besides sports and
Well, honestly,
showing?
just kind of being at home with my family. I'm kind of lazy, other than
Well, you know, the last year has given us a lot of family time, hasn't it? With COVID and you know, not being able to get out, but it's good to get back out and go to the fair and those things.
Just be out with your friends and get to do a lot more.
Yes. So what's in your future, Grace?
I plan to go to college for something in the agricultural business, but I'm not really quite sure what I want to do. I've been doing some research, maybe like something with soil, but I really just want to do something with animals. Now, I always wanted to be a vet, but after taking care of the cattle, that kind of went down out the drain, and I just don't know if I want to do that anymore.
Well, I understand that because
A lot of hours of the night, waking up early and staying up until 2, 3 in the morning.
I spent a day with our vet, you know, recently. We went and looked at some cattle barns and things, and they work incredible. We left like at 3 o'clock in the morning, went to North Missouri, and he does that like 3 or 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And it's just total commitment. And it's 8 years of schooling,
Yeah.
you know, at least 8 or, you know, years of schooling. So it is a big commitment, and but it's rewarding, I'm sure too. But you have time to decide if you'll probably take some biology and math and those things, right?
Well, I want to go to East Central so I can still live at home and be in the A+ program and get all my gen eds done. And then if I still don't know what I want to do, take some time, work on the farm, and then go back to school whenever I figure it out.
Great school, my alma mater, you know, my wife's alma mater, and you know, that's it's a wonderful school, and all of my kids, my daughter went there, and my other 2 boys, they said that one went to Mizzou, one went to Lindenwood, and they both said we should have went to East Central, you know what I'm saying, to start with, but it just gives you a good basic experience of that. So are you involved in sports?
I am not. I quit sports about 4 or 5 years ago so I can get bigger in cattle. I ran out of time, and then I got a horse, and then last week I sold her while I'm still in FFA so I can spend all my time on one topic, and just I want to get bigger into the show steers and want to give that a try, and then maybe later on in my future I'll go and get back to doing my horse stuff.
So bigger in show steers, you want to raise them, or do you want to just show and
I want to get like a clubby steer and take them to all the jackpots and state fair instead of all of our farm race steers we've been doing.
So you want to hit the road,
yes.
In other words, and travel. That's there's a lot of travel involved with that, and there's a lot of work involved, and you know, you probably have to take some of your proceeds to reinvest in that, because it's not a cheap thing either, is it?
No, it is not.
No. So how many steers, do you guys know how many steers they're going to show or market here?
They have not put up the signs or anything, but I think this year is the best turnout we had with how good of steers we have, and I think it's going to be very tough competition this year.
Isn't that interesting, though?
Yes.
And that's fun, you know, and I just looked at the bucket calves as they come through and thinking, you know, when my kids were showing, these calves were just half dairy, you know what I'm saying, and not so pretty to look at, but they had some outstanding
they're
looking.
over there fitting and putting paint in their hair for a bucket calf, and I'm over here don't even do it in time for my breeding stock. It's kind of crazy.
Well, you know, it's just how things are, you know.
Yep.
Well, hey, it's good to talk with you, ladies, and good luck on the sale, and good luck in the future, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You guys enjoy the fair.
You too.
Who's next? Well, how are you?
Good.
Good, good, good. I know you, don't I? You live in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell them your name and what you're showing?
Okay. My name is Blaine Sigelhorst, and I show dairy cows.
You show dairy cows, and there's a reason for that, isn't there? Because your dad works for Ralston Purina, doesn't he? And kind of runs their dairy barn, don't he?
Yeah.
And your mom actually works there too, right?
Yeah.
So they talk about that much? They enjoy working there?
Yes.
So I see you are my neighbor, and you live right in our neighborhood. So what kind of dairy animals are you showing?
Holsteins.
Holsteins? And are they like heifers, or are they cows, or what are they?
I have a heifer and a few milk cows.
You have a heifer, and so when is that show coming up? Is that today?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the things that you look at when you want to pick your favorite dairy heifer?
I look for their personality, on how friendly they are, and
Very, very important, isn't it? Because Blaine, you're with those cows twice a day when they're milking, and they have to come into the stanchions, right? So they've got to have a good disposition, correct?
yeah.
So that is number one. There's no question that they have to have a good disposition. But there's other body things. You kind of look at the udder, don't you?
Yeah.
And want to see how that development is going and what's happening there, correct?
Yeah.
And so do you don't, when you show these, you wash them, correct? But do you put a lot of other stuff on those cattle that in the dairy industry, like they do on a show steers? You don't pull the hair this way or that way, or do you? I'm not sure.
We brush them and wash them, and we give them haircuts.
Give them a haircut. So typically, what would you feed a dairy heifer?
I feed mine Purina Stocker Grower.
Stocker grower. And so does she eat all she wants of that, or do you limit that?
I give her about 12 pounds a day.
About 12 pounds a day. And then does she eat hay or grass also?
Yeah.
Is she running on grass, or you got hay in front of her now?
I have hay, and she runs on grass.
So she does them both. And about how old is this heifer, do you know?
About 10 months old.
About 10 months old. So did you get it as a baby calf, or a smaller calf?
My milk cow actually gave birth to it on our farm.
Really? So you got it? Do you milk a cow on your farm?
We send it to a dairy.
Okay. And so they milk it, and then you get the calf when she freshens, and you bottle feed it then.
Yeah.
So you bottle feed it much like some of these calves were today here. Are you thinking about down the road about maybe wanting to dairy when you get older?
Yeah.
You think you may want to do that? That's that's an awesome career, but it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you guys, you've got beef cows on your farm too, right? Do you like the beef or the dairy better?
I like the dairy more because they're kind of friendly, and I like to pet them.
You do like to pet them, and and I see you and your dad out there on the tractor a lot, bush hogging and haying. You got all your hay up?
Yeah.
We're getting close to being done.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is. And so, will you tell your dad and mom and your grandpa hello from me? Okay, Blaine? And good luck on the dairy heifer. And you enjoy the fair. And I like your key bibs, too. They look cool.
You.
Good to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blaine.
Bye.
Okay. How are you today? Good. Well, I really like your blouse. Look cool, you know. I wish I had a colored shirt like that. So tell me who you are and tell our audience who you are. And your last name is Meyer? See, pretty perceptive, huh? Are you showing today? What are you showing?
My bucket cap.
Your bucket calf. And what is your bucket calf's name?
Belle.
It's what?
Belle.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. So how long have you, is this your first year?
Yes.
You enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
All but this part of it, huh? No, you're doing wonderful, honey. So did you have a show right here a while ago? Were you in this class that was here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you were? Good. That's awesome. So do you have to feed your bucket calf?
Mm-hmm.
What does it eat?
Calf starter from MFA.
Calf starter from MFA. Do you have to also give it the milk replacer?
Mm-hmm.
Are you still giving it a bottle or no?
No.
No.
We're just doing grain.
Just, okay. Does it eat a little hay? Grass?
It eats grass.
It eats grass. Grass and grain. Did it lead okay for you up here? Did it follow you where you wanted it to go? That's awesome. Well, your family has, and your grandma, they've been in the cattle business a long time, haven't they? And they know how to show and how to groom. And have they helped you at all?
Uh-huh.
I bet they have. I know that they've helped you, but I bet you have to do your own chores, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you planning on showing other cattle as you get older?
Uh-huh.
You are? Well, how old are you?
5.
You're 5 years old. Well, you're a delight. I love your shirt. Looks very cool. And you got to go keep your calf cool today. Are you going to take it back home today, or are you going to leave it here for a while? Or do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, I'm sure that I'm sure you'll take it home soon, you know. But you need to have some fun with it while you're up here. Did you enjoy this? Okay, that's good. Well, good to have you, and tell your grandpa and grandma hello from me too. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Give me 5. Thank you. So there we have a pretty good lineup of kids here today, and how wonderful it is for these kids to experience first time, showing cattle or just being part of the Gasconade County Fair. They're making memories that will be with them a lifetime, and actually they will, most of them will pass that on to the next generation, which is kind of what this is all about. It takes an incredible amount of work to put on a fair like this, and for the kids to do what they do. And in today's world, it's probably one of the most important things that we can do. I know we had our staff last night come and volunteer, and from the white mule do the food and make it. And it for a lot of those younger people, it's the first time that they had the opportunity to do what they did, volunteer and make the fair better. And they've learned something. I know I talked with a couple of them that the first time they had worked, and they're getting something back out of it. They're understanding that the fair is about perpetuating our family values and what we have here that we want to hold on to, and it exemplifies itself in just about everything that we do here. So 11 o'clock is here, and we got a few more guests coming our way. So here on KTUI today, we're on YouTube Live, so you can go to KTUI YouTube and listen to us on that also, as well as 94.1 and KTUI 1560 AM. I don't know what happened to that, but sometimes it just does. Well, how are you?
Good.
Another neighbor. Come on a little closer to the mic, would you? Tell our guests who you are and what you're up to.
I'm Olivia Kronemeyer, and tonight I will be showing a steer.
So you'll be showing us there your first one, Olivia?
Yes.
So you excited about it?
Yes.
What's your steer's name?
Mo.
Mo? How come Mo?
Because he has a twin brother named Toe.
Really? Where'd they get those names?
His mom was originally Sock, and so I'm like, why not name him Toe and Mo? Because toes are under the sock.
Well, that makes sense to me. I no question about it, Libby. That's awesome. So tell me about what your routine is for this calf.
Well, at first he weighed 802, but he's ate a lot, like too much almost.
Ate too much? How do you do that?
Overfeed him.
Overfeed him? Sometimes I overeat too, that just kind of happens, but did he get sick or not?
No.
So is his code, sometimes when they do overeat, they get foundered or acidosis. I mean, and that happens. It happens to us because we finish out a lot of cattle, and sometimes they'll go off a feed for just a day or two, and then they'll go back in there and charge and eat too much. So sometimes you got to trim their toes, right? But you didn't have to trim your calf toes.
Yes, the back foot, the toenails were pointing out.
Okay. Well, a lot of times, even if they're not, foundered, they trim the toes up. They just show better, and they walk a little bit better if you do that. Correct?
Yes.
So, what'd your steer weigh in at?
1280.
1280. Is that kind of what you was expecting it to do?
Sort of a lot more.
Oh, what did it weigh when you weighed it in initially? And do you remember when that was? Was that in February?
Yes.
What do you remember what it weighed then?
802.
802, and it weighed what now? 1280. So it put on almost 500 pounds, right? That's quite a bit. And what did you feed it?
At first we were feeding it corn, oats, and some wheat, and then he was getting close to being finished, we fed him the finisher feed.
So you've been working with him all along here and been grooming him? Mm-hmm. Did you give him a haircut?
Yes.
Pretty short haircut or not? A summer haircut?
Pretty short.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from this experience thus far?
That if they try to go eat grass, you should just pull their head up really hard.
So, because sometimes they like to go down and do what they want to do. Do you know what that is about? Do you ever do what you want to do? And does your dad jerk you around a little bit and say, maybe you shouldn't do that?
Nope.
Well, that's awesome. You got an awesome dad. There's no question about it. You do. So your shirt says what?
Bubbles.
What does that mean? Just
It's a team down in the Crash and Derby.
really?
Mm-hmm.
So was that last night or is it tonight?
It was a few years ago
Oh, okay.
when I got this shirt.
Okay. Well, it looks awesome. So you like the other things at the fair also? What's your other favorite thing?
The rides.
The rides? Did you ride last night?
Yeah, I only rode one.
Okay.
And I won some games.
But you got a big thing to keep your steer going here too. So when you're here at the fair, what do you have to do for it? You got to keep its pen clean?
You got, like, if it poops, you gotta clean it up. And, you gotta feed it and make sure it doesn't want any water.
And they drink a lot of water here, right? But sometimes, did you have any trouble because sometimes the water here isn't exactly like the water that you had at home, and sometimes they don't want to drink? You ever had that? Because this water's got a little chlorination in it, right? Did you bring water from home, or is yours drinking this okay?
We brought water from the store.
From the store? You give it a bottled water? No. Okay. Well, just checking with you. Well, who do you got along here? Is that?
Mr. Nevin.
Well, come on up here and tell us what's going on.
Come on, Nevin.
You want to talk? Are you?
He just wants to play with dirt.
You just want to play? Are you showing anything? You did, didn't you? How'd you do? You enjoy the bucket calf show? Not really, kinda. Don't know. I understand that.
He's bashful.
I understand. Well, aren't you bashful?
Nope. I grew out of that stage.
Yeah. You grew out of it. I totally understand. Well, I think we're gonna take a break here, and I think we're gonna be back here on KTUI for the show and sale here coming up Saturday. Do you know what time the sale is? 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes.
3 o'clock right here where we are, and we will be back here and watch what's going on. What are you expecting? How much money you want to get out of your calf?
$10,000.
That's a pretty high, lofty thing, but who knows, right? You just never know. Sometimes they bring an awful lot of money, but that's not what it's all about, is it? No, it's about having
caring for your animals and making sure they're good.
That's exactly right. No question about it. So, we're going to wrap things up here today, and look online here. We got some great entertainment coming up here at the Gasconade County Fair. Today is I Am They this evening, which is a spiritual group, and I think it's the first time actually that they've tried that particular kind of venue, but it's coming up here, and the parade is at 5:30. A lot of times park along the main street and back up. There's just not enough room here. Actually, they don't even come through the fairgrounds anymore because it's just too congested. So find a place early, find some shade, come and watch the parade. It's always good. People always get out and about. There'll be a lot of parade activities. Of course, the fire trucks is always big, and the local bands, and just a lot going on, there this afternoon. Then Friday is Roots and Boots Tour. They'll be on the main stage here. And then Saturday is Craig Morgan. Should be, I think it's supposed to be warm today, but I think it's going to cool down as we go through the weekend here. So that's excellent. So we'll be back with you then on Saturday, and we'll talk about how these steers are going to be. And it's always a good day, and we always appreciate all the bidders and people that support the youth here at the Gasconade County Fair. And I'm sure it'll be a good day for them. And we hope that you enjoy the rest of the weekend, or the week. Make plans now, if you can, to come to the fair, or just do your favorite activity. Good to be with you today, and we'll be back with you Saturday. So until then, from the Gasconade County Fair, have a good week.
Jumping 14% in the last year.
Yep.
That's a massive jump. That's for like high quality farmland. I mean, even the medium and poor quality was 12%, according to Purdue University research. So just fascinating to see the inflation pressure obviously already hitting ag. And now we start talking about, okay, maybe we're going to pull back a little bit on some of these, our interest rates and start to raise those a little bit. Changes the picture real quick.
Yep. And shameless plug for the landowner. We'll have that on the front page, actually, of this month's exciting edition of the Landowner Newsletter. USDA's Foreign Animal Disease Diagnostic Laboratory has confirmed